Well, the good news is the Trump budget's never going to see light of day. Already Republican senators have said dead on arrival, so that's the good news. But I'm still concerned that they would put a budget out that would really hurt so many millions of people in our great country, what it would do to Virginians. I mean, it cuts the Appalachian Regional Commission, which helps the folks in rural parts of our state. The community development block grants are ended. They cut the EPA by 30%, State Department by 30%, so dramatic cuts. And it really hurts people who are the most vulnerable. So we're going to fight it. We'll take action. I've talked to my congressional delegation. It's a mean-spirited, immoral budget. But as I say, I don't think it's going to see the light of day in the Congress because it just makes no sense. Why hurt so many people to give a tax cut to billionaires, and the most vulnerable are really the ones who are going to be hurt the most?
How about the Medicare cuts specifically and the community development block grant cuts that would impact Meals on Wheels? How could that...
I mean, the idea that you want to end Meals on Wheels... I mean, here in Virginia, Meals on Wheels does about 370,000 of our seniors. I mean, this is a vital program. How would you like to tell these folks here, not really here because it's not Meals on Wheels, but their friends who are in desperate need of nutritious meals, that the president has cut all funding for Meals on Wheels? At the same time, he's doing it to give tax cut to billionaires. Where are the priorities? As I say, it's immoral. These community development block grants, absolutely critical for communities to help the folks most vulnerable. So, well, let me just say this. Elections matter. And I'm still bothered by the 92 million Americans who stayed home on Election Day and didn't vote. And now they're all wondering, how could this possibly happen? President Trump's at about 35% in Virginia. He has been horrible for Virginia, from the federal hiring freeze he announced day one, to his horrible travel ban, to his immigration policy. He's been a one-man wrecking crew to my economy here, and we're going to continue to fight back.
What do you make of the possibility of the U.S. pulling out of the Paris Agreement on climate change, if that were actually
one of the dumbest decisions I've ever heard? Got to remember that every country in the world is in this agreement except for Nicaragua and Syria. So Donald Trump has now put our country with Syria and Nicaragua against the entire world. First of all, climate change is real. It's happening. You go with me down to Norfolk, Virginia on a day it's rained and see many roads closed down. It affects the largest naval base in the world right there in Hampton Roads. This is a real issue. We've got to deal with it. It's about our health. It's about our environment. It's about our children. And it's also about job creation. Clean energy jobs are the future jobs. And Donald Trump is trying to walk away from all of that and isolate America one more time.
What do you think's the motive behind that? Why they're pulling out of it?
If you could tell me Donald Trump's motive, I think the motive is he's trying to protect the oil barons in this country. So the oil barons, Syria, Nicaragua, and Donald Trump. That's quite a collection.
And last one for you, 2020. Names are already popping up. Are you considering a run in 2020?
I am not. I am 100% focused on being the greatest governor I can be. I've done about $16 billion of economic activity. I'm trying to get to 20, shatter every all-time record in Virginia history, and that's what my focus is, and we'll see what happens after that. But right now, I'm just honestly focused day to day. And like right here today, signing these bills to help the elderly in Virginia. I mean, that's important. I was down in Danville yesterday on a new solar farm we're doing in Danville, Virginia. I mean, that's what I love doing right now.